Mr. David Fisher, as a founder of dynamic architecture, you're specialized in rotating towers. Why the use of dynamism in architecture?
Since the pyramids, not much has happened really. Our buildings, somebody designed them, somebody else built them, and we have to stay there for the rest of our life. They don't change. It's about time that buildings will start to really be alive.
How did you come up with the idea?
It all started really when I was 5 years old, watching the sunset over the Mediterranean every evening.
Nice.
And I believe this is when I started to think that everything is moving, everything is changing. About 5 years ago, I was in the top of a skyscraper in New York, watching the view, and my friend, the owner, told me, "David, did you see, you can see from here the East River and the Hudson River, both sides of Manhattan. Nobody has such a view. I'm the only one on the entire floor." And this is when I started to think, why can't we rotate the entire floor so everybody can see? Some people may think this building is completely wild. Many people don't believe it can happen. Many say it's a dream, it's impossible. I forgot the word in Arabic. They asked me which is similar to a miracle.
Ajib.
Ajib. Miracle, say ajib.
And can you tell us about how green this building is?
Today, green buildings are considered to be buildings that have 30% saving factor. This building is going to be completely self-powered. Wind turbine systems between the floors that rotate according to the speed of the wind. They have nothing to do with the rotation of the building itself. But we have also solar panels, really, because in this building, if I have 80 floors, I also have 80 roofs. So even a small part is exposed to the sun and light, let's say 20%. I have 80 times 20%.
Nice.
Which makes it about 10 times as much roof area compared to a normal building.
And how fascinating is it to see a building that's changing and that has a fourth dimension, which is time?
These buildings are the first one to have 4 dimensions. The fourth dimension is the time. They change continuously. We can change the direction. It can rotate either direction. Each floor can rotate, can change the speed, can change the acceleration, and the most important thing, the timing. First of all, that the shape is not a result of me shaping the building physically in a certain way. It's a result of the movement. All the floors are the same, which makes the building also to be so simple and so logical. It's much easier to build, it's easier to design than any other building, less expensive. And it is really, for the first time, that we have design by engineering and not vice versa. I believe that whatever is correct is nice, and nice is not always correct. So it has to make sense, to be logic. And this is the future of architecture, and this will be the future of our life.
Could you tell us about the luxury of the tower, the rotating tower?
Well, no building could be, no apartment could be more luxurious than the ones in the rotating tower. First of all, we have swimming pools.
In every floor?
In each apartment. And the pool is just next to the window, so you can swim and you see the world rotating around you. Very high technology. Everything is voice activated. So you talk and it happens, like the rotation of the floor. You don't have to do anything but
just say it.
Just say right, left, faster, slower, stop. The same with everything else. You just have to speak and everything happens. State of the art of technology and Italian design. And you know that we Italians have the most beautiful things.
I'm sure.
So top Italian luxury. And also if you want to get home with your car, you just have to look at the sensor. Your car goes in, mainly if you have a Ferrari, it goes up and you find yourself just next to the door of your apartment.
How was it working with the Emirates?
Well, Emirates is a fascinating place. We all know there was nothing years ago, and in a way, it's the center of the world, from design to technology. So it's very fascinating because I believe that everything is possible, of course. And in the Emirates, I found very similar spirit, that everything is possible. There are no limitations. Mm-hmm. So it's quite amazing.
What's next after the rotating towers?
Well, I cannot tell you all the secrets.
Oh, come on.
I have a few things in mind, but first of all, I would like to register the patent. And then you will be the first one to know.
I hope so.
Okay.
I hope so. And when will the rotating towers start to be built in Dubai?
Well, hopefully we'll get approvals a few weeks from now. And from the day we start, within 20 months, we should be completing the tower.
That's really fast.
Well, it's about half or less than half the time than any other skyscraper. Yeah.
Well, hoping to see that soon. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My pleasure.